diverse talents. So we always see, dancing and instruments, but we wanted to showcase something that not every student always does. And so something that's different is a monologue, right? So we're so excited that that's what you decided to showcase for us tonight. So hang out up here so everyone knows who you are, and turn your attention to the screens on either side, and we're gonna see what he's created for us, okay? Give Paul a round of applause.
Hi, my name is Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul.
And I've got a confession to make. I watched way too much stand-up comedy, like an unhealthy amount. Some of my favorites being
And this came out of my mouth. I said, worthless piece of shit.
Flying around the road, you're going, boy, that looked dangerous.
and of course,
German comedy. Knock. We ask the questions.
so my personal favorite of the stand-up comedians has to be Aziz Ansari. And not because the jokes are particularly good, but because Aziz Ansari never does an accent. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me tell you a story. Last summer, I was kind of freaking out. I was 16 and I had no direction in life, so I moped around the house until Duke Tip started. Duke Tip was a 3-week program where you study a certain topic in a college setting. I took ethics and biology, but what I studied doesn't matter. What does matter is at the end of the 3 weeks, I decided to try stand-up comedy for a talent show because, hey, I made my friends laugh some of the times and I would never see them again, so I had nothing to lose. I ended up doing a 5-minute routine and got a couple of mild chuckles, so I would call it a success. Fast forward to my fall semester of high school, I enrolled in the comedy class because if the whole college thing didn't work out, at least I could tell some fart jokes and bad puns for a living. But when I got there, I realized I had made a terrible mistake. I was the youngest person there by 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. The youngest person there was 23 years old. Let me just say, that was terrifying. What's worse, when I sat down to write jokes, I couldn't come up with anything. I even brought an X marker into the shower in case it really struck me at the wrong time. Eventually, my teacher, his name was Jeff, told me I needed to find what makes me unique and laugh at it. So what made me unique? Well, I was the only person still in high school, but what really made me unique was my race. I don't know if you realize this, but I'm Asian. Did that shock you then?
You seriously never noticed? Hey, hats off to you for not seeing race.
So there I was, facing the age-old dilemma of comedic minorities. Do I use an Asian accent or not? Well, if you're Aziz Ansari, the answer is no. There's a growing movement of ethnic comedians and actors that don't use accents for laughs, and Aziz Ansari being one of them. Another one of my favorites is Constance Wu, who plays the mother in Eddie Huang's ABC show Fresh Off the Boat. She uses an Asian accent to play her character seriously rather than for a laugh, like in movies such as The Hangover,
Right after you suck on these little Chinese nerds.
The Interview,
No, I don't. I never heard that before.
or even Indiana Jones. However, America has a long history of stereotypes, not just in cinema. If you look at American history, it's riddled with stereotypes, whether it's war propaganda, legislation such as the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882 that prohibited the immigration of Chinese workers. In fact, if you go through American history through the concept of Asians, it's overwhelmingly negative, whether we're being blocked from immigration, blown up to build railroads, or sent to internment camps. And while America has certainly progressed since then, these stereotypes and negativity still exist today. In fact, when I started researching Asian history, I realized there really isn't much to find. I mean, come on. The AP crash course doesn't even have an Asian thread. But that's not the point. The point is that for Asians and any minorities to eliminate the idea of the other entirely, we have to stop stereotyping ourselves and have to celebrate our culture rather than mock it. Because if we don't stop, then nobody else will. W.E.B. Du Bois said that Negroes are to assume the responsibility of raising the standards of living among themselves. The power of intelligent work and leadership towards proper industrial ideals must be placed in their hands. The same thing applies to Asians. If prevent stereotypes, it's up to us to stop perpetuating them. Now you might be wondering if I did an accent in my routine or not. And I would love to say that I didn't, but obviously I did. However, in doing this project, I realized that in order for Asians to, or any minorities to eliminate racism or exclusion, we need to be able to expand past stereotypes and pioneer our own history. And maybe in 100 years, the AP exam will think we're good enough to have our own timeline. Creating our own history is the most important thing we can do as the next generation of adults. So with that being said, Paul Kim for President, 2K56.
Paul, our country might be in better hands with you than maybe our current political climate. But let's give a big round of applause for Paul and for doing something different and having the courage to get out on stage and to bring this message to everyone. All right, well, we will continue with tonight's performance with a clarinet and violin performance. And it'll be from For the First Time in Forever from the movie Frozen. This will be performed by Eric Wong from Chattahoochee High School and Amy Zhang from Johns Creek High School. So please give it up for Amy and Eric.